Once there was a very tyrannical king who was very cruel and despotic. One day he called 5 Muslim and 5 Hindu priests and asked them, "What is God like? What is the form of your Allah?" The priests replied, "What do you ask? What is the form of God? How should we tell you?" "Well, your highness, God can be in the form of Rama with a bow and arrow in his hands, and he may be like Krishna with a flute in his hand." The king said, "No, no, God must be but one. He cannot have 50 forms. What you speak of are different forms. Tell me, what is God like?" The priest said, "We have told you that he has different forms. God may be with a flute in his hand or with a bow and arrow in his hand. God may also be in the form of Durga, Bhavani, Jagadamba, or a form with 8 or more hands." The king persisted, "No, this cannot be. All of you tell me, what is God like? What is his actual form? He must be one, for Brahma is one." But none of the priests could satisfy the king, and all of them were put into prison. They were given only water to drink, no food was given. One day passed. The Muslim priests started praying to Allah. The Hindu priests prayed to Rama and Krishna. Thus 2 days passed. All of them were worried as to what would happen to them. They kept praying. The next day they forgot their prayers and started to worry when they would get some food. What was their fault, they thought. One more day passed and they started shouting for food. All of them forgot their gods and only cried out for food. They stopped praying. On the 5th day, all of them lay on the floor due to weakness. Whenever they closed their eyes, all they saw was round loaves of bread. The king had them brought before him and asked again, "What is God like?" All of them answered in unison, "God is round, like a loaf of bread. And if all of you are starving and I teach you sadhana, then all that shall appear before your eyes will be food. Hence, first it is necessary to remove all shortcomings in your life through sadhana, and we shall achieve totality only when all the scarcity in one's lives is removed. This is necessary, for we are just householders."